I'm meteorologist Jordan West with your tropics update on this Sunday, August 27th. Tropical storm Idalia has just formed off the eastern coast of the Yucatan Peninsula. Right now, wind speeds are now 40 miles per hour, which is why it is no longer a tropical depression, but a named tropical storm. Pressure is now at 996 millibars, so pressure is dropping, meaning it's strengthening, and it's moving east at 2 miles per hour, which is nothing significant because it's been sort of just rotating out off the eastern coast of the Yucatan for over a day now. It is, again, expected to make a northward track into the Gulf of Mexico out of the Caribbean Sea. As we make our way into Tuesday, it is still a tropical storm in the mid portions of the Gulf of Mexico. It's expected to track more northward and eventually turn into a Category 1 hurricane as it moves over the warm waters of the Gulf of Mexico. Because it's going to be out in the Gulf of Mexico for quite some time, this is going to be on the higher end of a Category 1 hurricane, meaning just below that Category 2 threshold, meaning once it makes landfall, yes, it's going to weaken, but it's going to take some time for it to weaken back into a tropical storm, and the cone has it still as a Category 1 near our viewing area before turning into a tropical storm as we move into the early morning hours on Thursday. Now, we already have some tropical storm watches and warnings in effect for western portions of Cuba and a tropical storm warning in effect for eastern portions of the Yucatan Peninsula. Now looking at the future view to see where this storm will end up. Like I said before, this system is going to continue to be out in the northwestern Caribbean or the southern Gulf of Mexico for over almost a day now, and it will continue to do so. And once it kind of makes its way northward as we move into Monday, this is now 7 p.m. Monday, we're still seeing the effects in western Cuba as rain band after rain band brings heavy rainfall and stronger winds towards that area. It will then kind of make its way northward. This is now Tuesday, 8 a.m. It's approaching the western coast of Florida. We could see those stronger rip currents as early as Tuesday morning there. It's still starting to strengthen. Remember, it's going to move over the warm waters of the Gulf, re-strengthen into a Category 1 hurricane before making landfall into the Big Bend area. And this is now as of 4 a.m. Wednesday, still off the coast. Could definitely see some storm surge along the western coast and the Panhandle coast of Florida. Now looking at the long-range models. The short-range models end at that point, so still kind of watching to see what those parameters will be, such as rainfall totals and wind speeds would be that far out. But right now, this is all we have. The longer-range models are a little bit more discombobulated, if you will, but this is, once again, what we have to work with at the moment. This is 4 a.m. Like I said before, it's still off the coast of Florida, and it is going to make its way northward into the Panhandle. And if you haven't noticed already, the green that you see here on the screen is the GFS. The green, the yellow, orange, that's the GFS model. The blue that you see here is the European model. Two different models, but still the same storm. And if you're noticing, we do see a little bit of differences here. The blue has this storm a little bit farther east, while the yellow and green has it farther to the west, meaning significantly different impacts. If the storm tracks westward of our viewing area, we would be on the dirty side of the storm. That is, central Georgia would see more severe parameters. If it's on the eastern side of our viewing area, parameters and overall severe impacts would be significantly limited. So we're watching this very closely to see what happens. Nevertheless, it's going to move out of our area as we move into 5 p.m. thanks to a cold front that's going to come in, and that will clear us out as we head into not only Thursday evening, but Friday and Saturday, actually making for a perfect upcoming weekend. Now, the next names on our names list would be Jose, Katia, Lee, and Margot. You can stay up to date on all things tropics at 13WMAZ.com. For now, I'm meteorologist Jordan West, 13WMAZ News.